Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m.
Welcome to the award-winning In Wheel Time car talk show. Coming up, our story of the week, along with this week's recalls, and our guess the sold car price. Later, Jeff will bring us some of his car culture, 1970s car poses.
Yeah.
I like it.
Picture you next to your hot rod.
Everybody's got their clothes on, unfortunately, on this
absolutely.
one.
Yeah.
Mr. Mars has driving directions for the 4th of July. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars. We always need more Jeff Zekin. I'm Don Armstrong. David Ainsley is preparing, packing for his big trip to Michigan.
The UP.
Uper.
And he didn't invite us to go.
Again.
Yeah,
there's that. Well, anyway.
You forgot.
So glad you could join us. It's going to be a hot day again here in Houston. Hot I mean about 92 degrees.
Oh, I thought maybe you thought because I was going to be walking around outside. That's how hot it is out there.
That's exactly what I thought. You read my mind. Right. Oh, great Karnak. Well, we've got lots to get to in our 2-hour live program here. And so I thought we would just get right to it, shall we?
Shall we?
We're going to start off with our story of the week this week. And here is the story from Automotive News. Consumers are unimpressed with many driver assistance features and uncertain if more advanced systems will be useful. That's the assessment of a new J.D. Power white paper, which calls into question whether the efforts automakers are expending on driver assistance upgrades are worthwhile. Driver assistance has an identity crisis, according to Kathleen Rizk, J.D. Power's Senior Director of User Experience Benchmarking and Technology. Try to put that on a business card. And co-author of the paper told Automotive News. Owners of systems that offer level 2 automated driving, I didn't know that there were levels of automated driving, do not consider the systems convenient, and more advanced hands-free systems are not resonating with consumers. You ever driven a car that does all the driving function for you?
No.
You, Mars?
No, not all of it.
I don't trust it.
Well, some are okay. Others aren't worth a hoot. But they've got to get a lot better, in my opinion, for it to have wide adoption. Plus, are you going to pay $2,000, $3,000 for this feature? I'm not.
No, not if you're not going to use it, and if it's on there as a, is it an option or is it a normal feature and benefit? Now,
well,
I don't see the benefit. I see the feature. I don't see the benefit.
Yeah, most of them have their options. Okay, owners of systems that offer level 2 automated driving do not consider the systems convenient, and more advanced hands-free systems are not resonating with consumers. They're not seeing the value in the differences of these capabilities right now, Rizk said. Drivers said, if they must keep their eye on the road or be ready to take control at any moment, the feature doesn't offer any of the convenience it promises, according to the paper. And that goes with other things, too. Start-stop, you love that.
Oh, I hate it. No, I absolutely turn it off.
What I don't understand is, so they put the start-stop feature on there, and it is like it's on, and you have to turn it off.
Right.
How about switching it around?
Yeah, turn it on if you want it on.
Correct.
Yeah. I turn mine off. I put the seatbelt on, turn off the start-stop.
Motorists did not understand if the fundamental purpose of the system was to offer convenience or improve safety, and only 24% of respondents felt that active driving systems made them better drivers. Only 24%. That decreased as automation's role expanded. 18% said that hands-free driving, a more advanced technology, made them better drivers. Well, because they couldn't drive to begin with. Middling experiences with present-day technology will limit U.S. motorists' interest in paying for more sophisticated technology later, according to this woman. That could stymie car makers' burgeoning plans to hook consumers into subscriptions for driver assistance systems. Tesla, prominent example, charges $8,000 up front or $99 a month for its assisted driving system that it calls full self-driving. Others are looking to follow that lead. Mercedes-Benz, $2,500 for its Drive Pilot system. General Motors CEO Mary Barra, your favorite, has said her company anticipates $2 billion in annual revenue from Super Cruise within the next 5 years. Okay. You think
That's
so?
just. Well, go ahead. Finish.
Now,
our
I guess that the issue here that I have is that I realize that I'm an older American, and I like to drive to begin with. Don't you?
Yeah.
I like to drive.
I do too.
And I don't need the car to drive for me. I prefer driving myself.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me. Let me thumb through this.
While
here.
you're thumbing through there, that's an option that they have for the driving. There's other options that you can turn off. When I bought mine, they were going through the litany of things in the queue that you can turn on. Your if you get too close to something, your seat vibrates. That's good. That's a good thing. And then the other is the distance. You can have the car slow down or automatically stop if your distance is too close. I don't like that feature. I turn it off. Or lane changing, when you stay in the lane and you got to fight the wheel to change the lane. I hate that. I turn that all off. So the only one I actually work manually is the start-stop function. That's it. I don't have the automatic drive. I don't have all that hands-free stuff. So you can keep it. And if I'm ever in a car that has it, I refuse to use it. I don't want it. Or I don't even want the option. That's my opinion.
I don't use it either. The car that I'm currently driving out there, and I've had this problem now twice, and both of them are Chrysler products, where you put it in reverse. Now, I have a slight grade from the street onto my driveway that goes over the sidewalk. It's very slight, right? It's not very steep. It's just very slight. Put it in reverse. Well, apparently the reverse sensor on the thing, the backup thing, my God, it slams on the brakes.
Oh, mine does that too, pulling out of the garage sometimes. Yeah, absolutely.
It slams on the brakes.
And I figured out you've got your foot depressed on the brake pad as you're rolling backwards and you're kind of easing off it. Well, if you touch that a little too hard, it will stop. I noticed that it's the pressure that you put on the brake pedal is, in my experience, is that it will stop the car.
Well, in my car, I don't even have my foot on the brake. And it just, all of a sudden, I'm in reverse and it goes, what? It squeals the tires, skids
Chirps
the
them,
tires on there. It's that violent.
In the driveway.
In the driveway, backing up. What? What is that?
It's a recall.
No.
Yeah, something's pointed at the
a
wrong
recall.
angle. Yeah.
I thought maybe your camera might be pointed down and it sees that concrete and stops.
I don't really know what the problem is, but it's very annoying and frightening, actually. Because you're thinking, oh, my God, I'm going to run over a baby, or is there somebody walking behind me or whatever? I don't get it. An Alex Partners study issued in April found market penetration of Level 2 automated driving systems has reached approximately 56% in China, while 38% of new vehicles in the U.S. contain Level 2 driving technology. U.S. market will eventually adopt driver assistance tech at a greater scale, but that adoption will not be at the same pace as earlier technologies such as adaptive cruise control. I do like that. So you hit the cruise control, and you can adjust the distance between you and the car ahead of you. I usually like to have it nice and short so people don't cut in between us, but whatever. It works great. When I have a car that doesn't have the adaptive cruise control feature, kind of saddened by that because I like that.
But that only operates when you have the cruise on.
Correct.
Yeah.
Market research and consumer willingness to pay for new features is going to take a lot longer than manufacturers want because the technology is there. Not always the best, but it is there. And, Jeff, come on in. Let me show you this new feature.
What are we going to monkey with today?
Comes out in the Buick, and this is going to be perfect for you. It's only going to cost you $2,000 more.
Back to the drawing board.
Yeah, no, I'm good with all that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for trying.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. How about let's do some recalls real quick here, shall we?
Yeah.
Mike agrees.
Mars just spoke up there, didn't he?
Did.
Yeah.
You're joining in the conversation?
Well, I'm trying
What
to.
he's trying to do is he's over there fiddling on the computer like every teenage girl does.
He actually is trying to help the show out with that.
Is that what he's trying to
he
do?
Absolutely is.
Oh, you're speaking up on his behalf?
No, I see him.
He's
what
trying to
doing.
cover for me. I'll slip you some money in a little bit, Jeff.
General Motors is recalling 62,000 Chevy Silverado heavy duties, 4,500, 5,500, 6,500, from the 2019 to 2024 model years. The affected vehicles, the brake pressure sensor might have been assembled in a way that allows brake fluid to leak beyond the seal and into the brake pressure switch, increasing the risk of fire under the hood.
Oh, man.
God. Other recalls? I have a list of Ford products here that goes on infinitum. Backseat occupants may become trapped in the Ford Mustang Mach-E 21 to 25. Side marker and daytime running lights may fail. Lincoln Navigator for 2022.
Let's get back to the Mustang. They're locking you in the car?
Apparently.
If the battery goes dead,
Backseat occupants may become trapped. I didn't drill down into it, what's causing it, but it's being recalled for that.
Okay.
Sudden loss of brake function. I just did that. The heavy duty.
Mm-hmm.
No, I did not. That wasn't for Fords. That was for Chevys. Ford heavy duties, super duties as they call them, 2020 model year, and they're all heavy duties, sudden loss of brake function. Improperly displaying instrument panel. I don't know what it's displaying. Nude pictures or something.
I don't know.
That would be for the Ford Ranger 2025. Damaged wire harness may cause engine stall, Ford F-150 2025. Child safety lock may not prevent the door from opening, Ford Bronco 2025.
Wow.
Passenger airbag may deploy improperly, Ford Bronco 2025. Ford Mustang Mach-E 2025 vehicle rollaway risk. Second row seat may move unexpectedly in the Ford Explorer and the Aviator for 2020 to 2025. Martha, was that you back there kicking my seat?
Martha's not there anymore. Martha rolled away.
She rolled away.
Backed up until you hear glass.
Loss of brake function on a bunch of Volvos. I'm not going to go through them. This list is too long. 2020 through 2026 on some of them.
Wow.
A brake pedal may shift out of position. You know, there was a brake pedal there. Wait a minute. It's over on the passenger
It's
side.
in the back seat now.
Acura MDX, TLX, and the Pilot, 21 to 25 model years.
Well, there you go. Pilots don't need brakes.
Properly tightened restraint tie-down fasteners. If you got kids, that's not good. Chrysler Pacifica, Voyager, and Sienna Hybrid, 2021 to 2025. And a bunch of Mercedes-Benz inadequate impact protection in the C pillar. You know how you count pillars, right?
Yep.
First, up the windshield is A. B. Behind the driver is B. Mm-hmm. In the back seat, passenger back there, that's C. Mm-hmm. Some cars actually have a D pillar as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, so those are the recalls. Okay. Let us move on and have a good time with this week's Guess the Used Car Sold Price.
Oh, my.
And I believe that you have one.
I do.
It's the first one up. Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present from Hemmings Motor News the 1953 DeSoto Fire Dome. It's a station wagon. It's got Jeff's name written all over it.
It looks kind of like a 53 Chevy.
Jeff
I like
Fire.
that toothy grill. Guess how much that car sold for?
$32,000.
Oh, no. I would say 24.
Do we have anybody joining us?
Well, Jeff and George were on here, but sometimes they're...
Well, maybe they're just waking up.
I like the copper color. I like the not white top, but
cream color.
Cream color. Off
George says $16,999.
$16,999.
What is he, a used car salesman today or what?
Every day. Sold car
Heitzman says 11.
11. Well, Heitzman's closest. It sold for $12,864. $12,864.
I was going to buy 3 of them.
Okay. Here's another Jeff car, a 1960 Cadillac 62.
Oh my gosh!
Look at that thing. Look at the size of it.
It's Elvis.
It's smiling at me.
Pretty much. 1960 Cadillac 62. How much did that thing sell for?
Give me a hint, Jeff.
I'm gonna go 40.
40? Go ahead, Morris.
You could probably get 25 out
And
of
that's
scrap
just-
metal on
that's
it,
just for
but
the
I
bumper.
would say I'm going to say 20. Heitzman says 20.
Okay.
George says it's an Art Grindle special.
Grindle.
He is a used car.
He says 21,999.
Well, actually, George wins because it was 22,260.
Oh, man.
George, it might not fit in the garage, but that is your car, buddy.
It will
See, I just
fit
get
it in the
excited.
backyard.
I get overexcited when I see
We're going to
stuff.
move on to another Cadillac. This is a 1991 Cadillac Brougham.
$9,000. I'm going right up the top.
I'm thinking, wow, that's
I don't even wanna hear
that's a
it.
two-body in the trunk car. But so I 15.
Well,
That's all I got.
all right.
George said yes. He's still drooling over the blue one. Heitzman says 29,000.
Sold car price. Now, by the way, I had to look at this to see why it sold for this. It only has 37,000 original miles.
Okay.
Oh, so you didn't tell
We
us
should have
that.
waited. No, I interrupted him. I stopped him.
14,999 from George.
I stopped
George
him.
wins. Sold price
Again!
$15,750. We're going to have to send him
We're
some
gonna cut
steaks or
George
something.
off
I
or
don't know.
something.
That
Next
wheel,
up
the
is-
wheel covers on this, I had those in the wintertime on my Nova.
Oh, God.
I did.
They all get packed up with snow?
No, they were just wheel covers and to protect the
lug nuts
I
and
took the
stuff.
mags off. Anyway,
Oh, I see.
Different story.
1965 Ford Mustang convertible. Now, this is not, I can't imagine this being a numbers matching car or anything like that. This is a driver. It's a convertible. I've told you all that I'm going to tell you. For a 65 Ford Mustang convertible, how much did it go for?
I'm going to say 17.
I'm going to go 24. Because, 24 is where I'm at.
Correct.
Heitzman says 31. And our used car salesman that's with us, George, hasn't piped up yet.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you that it sold for $27,300.
Oh, boy.
27.
That would be a great hot rod tour of Texas car.
Yeah, it's just them things, the 65s and 66s have just, the price on them, 6-cylinder, automatic, that's just, and they're convertible.
Yeah.
It's gotten stupid money as
Yeah.
far as I'm concerned.
Well, that's not stupid money.
No.
Well, compared to where I remember buying them for $1,000.
Well, there's that. All right, next up, the 1941 Cadillac 62D.
All right.
That is a mobster car if I ever saw it. How much did that sell for?
I think that was in the movie, the second Godfather.
How much?
wasn't it?
Come on, we got to roll through this.
Okay,
We got a
okay.
little
I'm gonna go for 28.
28.
I'll go 25.
Okay. Anybody else?
No, they got a little bit of a delay.
$11,550.
Oh, boy. Next.
And it still won't fit in the garage.
64 Pontiac GTO. It is a hardtop 64 GTO.
Pretty car.
This is a
like
restored
aftermarket
award
wheels.
winner.
Restored
A
award winner?
restored award winner.
35.
35,
45.
45,
George says 37,999.
52,908.
All righty.
So I don't know whether it's a frame off or what, but
Yeah, restored.
it's a pretty hefty price for a 64.
Yes.
Next up, 1972 Buick Riviera. This is a rebuilt 455 motor in it, and it is restored.
Aftermarket. How can it be restored? It's got aftermarket wheels
Yeah, I
on
know.
it. And a motor.
So
no.
it's a resto mod, but it's
All right,
restored
okay.
body. Okay.
I'll tag 28.
I'll go 16.
It sold for $29,925.
Man, I'm off.
Way to go!
Yeah. Good job.
All right, two more.
It's the only way we can win. If George is too far behind, he can't contribute.
This, ladies and gentlemen, it's rough. It looks rough. This is a 1988 Oldsmobile Custom Cruiser. Now, this is not the
Vista.
It's not the Vista Cruiser with the little windows on the top. So this is an 88 Oldsmobile Custom Cruiser, and it's rough looking.
$8,000.
$8,000.
It's still in the shipping crate. I'll go for 7.
$7,000.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
No, I think.
All right. Sold price $3,900.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's like I said, it's
Yeah,
rough.
it is rough.
And we're going to end with a summer car, 1968 Volkswagen Beetle, convertible.
68.
How much did that sell for? Looks clean.
15.
14.
Really? It sold for $14,700.
Yeah. I won one.
All right, well, it's because George isn't playing anymore.
Thank you, George.
It has no horsepower, as you know.
No, but it's got a convertible, and you could tool around town with the top down and burn your head.
That would be something for a high school graduation gift.
Yeah.
All right, just ahead, Jeff's car culture, pop car poses from the 1970s, and Mars, driving destinations for the 4th of July. In-wheel time car talk continues right after these brief messages.
The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Lupi Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupi Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupi Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in West Houston. Visit any of the Lupi Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupi experience with queso flammeado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupi beef and chicken fajitas, or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lupi Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lupi Tortilla, he's pretty good. Apple or Android, In-Wheel Time podcast can be found everywhere, on the stream and through downloads. Whether you're on the road or at home and jonesing for a different kind of car talk show, give In-Wheel Time a try. Honest new car reviews, fun, informative interviews with real car people, weekly automotive news, features like Jeff's Car Culture and Mike's Driving Destinations, all on In-Wheel Time. Check us out on SiriusXM Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or while you're shopping on Amazon, through Amazon Music. InWheelTime.com has a list, and we know you love lists. Hey, In-Wheel Time's back home in the Sugar Shack studios, as you can tell, and we hope you'll join us 10 to noon Central Time every Saturday for our live rendition about all things automotive. Thanks for being with us today. Time now for Jeff's Car Culture this week. 1970s car poses.
Yeah, that's right. Now, this right here, heavy on the engine, but light on amenities. Buying a muscle car was an achievable goal.
Look at the girl.
Yep.
With the go-go boots.
Proud muscle car owners in their pictures. Now, this is a Chevelle, and it's captioned by the owner, purple accents on some Chevy power. Now, what I see there is kind of a fall-winter shot. I'm thinking it's either the owner or somebody's girlfriend. Hey, get in front of the car. I'm going to take a picture.
Or dad taking a picture of the daughter's new car.
Right, could be, absolutely. So the next one we have, and these are all real people. Come on, there you go. This one is entitled Couples Photo, His and Hers Mopar. Look at that.
Mopar magic.
Wait a minute. Is that John Hovis? John Hovis.
Might be. You never know. All right, here's a favorite of mine. This one's called Out Front, and who hasn't taken a picture like this in front of your house?
Oh, God, yeah.
There, look at that guy. Now, nice car. Looks like he's a hot rod. Looks like
he was at the Lupi Tortilla bar last night.
This one is entitled Nifty Fit or Nifty Ride. So it's a pretty tall guy, probably a basketball player in high school and all that good stuff. Nice
Bell
car.
bottoms.
Bell bottoms. Yeah, he's got the boots. Got the zipper boots.
Yeah, he's got the John Lennon boots.
And everything. Yeah.
I think we all have a picture like that somewhere, don't we, Mike?
Not that I'm showing.
Okay. Just making sure.
That would be you with hair.
And then this one is called Mopar, Muscle on the Farm. Now look at that. That is one hot-rodded car.
I like the barn.
I think the young lady looks a little scared being in front of it.
Scared? Yeah.
She's a little scared. So that is a nice one. And, of course, you've got the hot rod in the background as well.
The old hot rod.
The old hot rod.
Yep.
Okay.
And the farm implement on the
This
side.
one is entitled Making Improvements by just squeezing out a few more, and then we'll leave that up to you. But the thing I noticed on this, that's all going to be brought to your attention here in a minute, the hole in the hood. Look at the hole in the hood. It's cut. Looks like
a
it's
saber saw.
Yeah.
Is that a Wisconsin car?
It
can't really tell.
I think it's a Wisconsin car.
America's Dairyland.
Yeah, America's Dairyland.
981
of course,
car.
there you go. A couple of dairy things going on there. Absolutely.
He said that.
I know he said
This one, Kathy and I have a picture like this somewhere around, but this is called Waiting by the Car. We have places to go drive. So look at the car in the background.
So you got the Mustang back there and the Charger up here.
The Charger up front. Look at the wheels. That young lady's ready to go. You know, she could be going to the mall.
She's waiting for you to get in the car and drive her over.
the car. Let's go.
Yeah. So, again, these are all real people, real cars. So send them to me, and I'll get you on here, and we'll do that. This one's pretty good.
Dang.
This
That's
one's
good
called
Corvette.
Garage Posing.
Are those velvet pants?
Sleek silver paint.
He's looking
It
at
looks
the,
like
I'm,
velvet.
I'm
yeah.
looking at the fender wells
Velour.
that have been cut and flared.
Yeah, looks like velour, possibly. It's got blood red interior on that. Nice
Velour.
side pipe. I'm thinking velour. Nice young lady, probably posing by her boyfriend's car. It could be her car.
Or Dad's car?
It could be Dad's car as well. You never know. Or Mom's. Could be Mom's. Now this one, this brings back. This looks like me with.
I was just going to say that is
This was
you.
called bell bottoms and a V8. Look
Yeah.
at those raggedy old bell bottoms.
He's
Who
looking
didn't have
back
a
at the
pair
front
of
door going, "Oh, Mom."
Yeah, and you know it's either a spring day because it's kind of wet, trees haven't bloomed or
Yep.
anything, all that good stuff. He's got a T-shirt on, no belt, skinny jeans. I like it.
I remember those days.
Yeah.
That was kind of.
Yep. Now this one's just a plain old beach. Drive it right up to the water, get out, do some sun tanning. It's got
70 model.
Keystone Classics on some Goodyear tires.
And
on
you
the
know,
beach.
it's all washed up.
Yeah.
And he's trolling for girlfriend.
Yeah, sand crabs. Look at the background on that. You got a Volkswagen bus, you got a microbus, you got some vans, a couple of things in the
The
background.
girlfriend probably took the
Yeah,
picture.
that or the beach patrol.
It looks like he's got clothes hanging up on the inside so he could change,
Yep,
get back to
yep.
school.
He's going on a date. This one's entitled "Too Bad This Front Seat Is Taken." So look at that.
The
Those-
guy driving it and two chicks
No,
in the
no,
front.
no, those
it's
are two
two
chicks. Those are two women's.
No, I
Yeah.
understand that, but that's
a-
not her legs.
No, that's the driver's leg. That's the driver.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Two girls and the
Yeah.
guy.
That's not a guy.
No,
That's not a guy. Okay, you know what? Here's a. I'll stop.
Don't
for
let him look. Don't let him.
Here's a bonus shot for you. That's me in 1977. Is my Nova out front, and you know how the crimes when they fade.
You
your
know what that
picture,
looks like?
They block out your picture. when
That
you're
looks
crime?
like you posing as question mark in the Mysterians.
Could be, but yeah, there's a criminal thing where they blur out your face. But that's my Nova in the background, and my mother-in-law's driveway. Look at that. And
Well, you can hardly make it out.
Well, that's the only one I had. I don't have a lot of pictures of it. It's the only one I had.
Well, that was good.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Mr.
So,
Mars,
send
driving
them to me.
destinations, 4th of July. You got about a minute and a half.
Got lots
Oh,
of stuff,
boy.
so we're going to go pretty quick.
Okay, let's go.
So up in Addison's Kaboom Town draws 400,000 people if you're looking for some fireworks. Now, this is actually considered the third best fireworks show in
Addison,
the entire
Texas?
country. Yes, up in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Got lots of vintage warplanes going on. Got an air show. Lots of things to go along with food trucks and for the 4th of July. Then you can slide over to Fair Park 4th in Dallas if you really want to go to something different. And got lots of music, including the Army Reserve Band, kids zones, water fountains for cooling off. Now, this is at the stadium, so be sure and check out the Cotton Bowl with the lagoon and the indoor air conditioning venues for the Fair Park 4th of July. Now, you go down to Frisco Freedom Fest. This is for you, Don. Spanning 2 days at the Kaleidoscope Park in Frisco Square.
not do that to
Honors
a Corvette.
veterans with got tournaments, dog parades, drone show leading up to the fireworks. A lot of great things going on there. Then if you're over in the Austin area, they got the HEB concert and fireworks on July the 4th. Now, this is where they synchronize the Austin Symphony plays and they fire up the fireworks. You got food trucks, concerts, Willie Nelson's 4th of July picnic going on, all kinds of things. Then you can slide over to the Sandy Beach Golf Cart Parade and Flag Ceremony in Brownwood if you're looking for something a little bit different. And they cruise by in decked out golf carts leading in lots of other festivities, food trucks going up to the fireworks display. Here's one I thought was rather different. It's a sensory-friendly LED light show up in Cypress Waters up in the
cool.
Dallas area. For people that, the lights and the loud noises kind of bug them, so they've gone to an LED wristband light show that goes to the music along with food and a lot of other festivities, including a petting zoo. Then if you're more into the rustic world, you can go off to Stamford, Texas, which hosts the Cowboy Reunion over the weekend. Wild West, you got the Chuck Wagon cook-offs, horse racing, fiddling contests, street dances, and the big rodeo leading up to the fireworks. And finally, the 4th of July is the Canal Walk in Las Colinas, Irving, where it's all lit up, and you can walk around for the weekend with the lights, and it leads up to the 4th of July. Everybody's got some fireworks or something going on. This coming up for the 4th of July. Places to go and things to do and people to see.
All right. Thank you,
Beautiful.
sir. All right. In Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues after this break.
You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. The award-winning In Wheel Time Car Talk Show now reaches 5.3 million folks each year. Check us out on InWheelTime.com, the Odyssey radio app, YouTube, Facebook, and just about every other entertainment source out there, including our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show has informative automotive guest interviews, new car reviews, along with popular features including Jeff's Car Culture, the latest new cars, cruise-ins, and racing dates. It's InWheelTime.com. Join us. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.